What's up, everyone, and welcome to our first Pokemon deck tech, which really is just going to be me playing a bunch of Pokemon decks that hopefully eventually come from the Not So Local Game Store Discord, but for right now are just the decks that I think are super interesting, that I think are fun, and I'm going to be honest, are good as well. Once we start pulling from, the Discord and all of that, the goodness of the decks will probably take a second fiddle to actually fun, interesting decks. But for right now, I'm using them to climb ladder on Pokemon TCG Live and all of that. So that's what's interesting to me. So we're going to talk about the deck. Then we're going to play a game or two depending on how long the games take. Sometimes with this deck, especially the deck that I'm playing right now, it takes no time at all. Sometimes it takes forever. So we'll find out from there. So like always, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends and family. Join the Discord if you're interested in the content. The Discord for Not So Local Game Stores, where we run all of our Pokemon events, where we put up different deck tech posts, including this exact deck will be put up there. So if you're interested, you should look into all that, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let's get into it. So let's look into the deck. So the deck is Raging Bolt, which, if you don't know what Raging Bolt does, for one of any energy, you can discard your hand and draw 6 cards. For a lightning and a fighting, why did I say lightning? For a thunder and a fighting energy, you can discard any amount of basic energy cards from your Pokemon, and it does 70 damage for each card discarded this way. So we're just playing, put a bunch of energy on things and then discard them to blow anything up we want. So we play Ogerpon because you can get a free basic leaf energy for fun every turn. Then just a bunch of the rest of the Pokemon in here are just like players to get us what we need, right? So Hoot Hoot for Noctowl so we can Jewel Seeker. Fan Rotom to get these so that we can Jewel Seeker. Ditto gets us a basic so it can get us our Tail Mask Ogerpon, or it can get us our Squawk ability. Squawk ability is for turn 1 if we need to get a better hand, or if we run out of cards. Fezzidinapine, I don't know how to say this card's name, but again, just for flip the script, we're not actually attacking with it. Lattice is just for no retreat costs, again, not attacking. We do play one basic Raging Bolt, which has Thunderstorm, so you could just build up the basic Raging Bolt if you want to. It's also an ancient, and we run a Cryodan, because it's also ancient. Why do we run ancients, you may ask? Well, because we play Professor Sod's Vitality, which lets us attack basic energy from our discard pile to ancient Pokemon. If we can get this for 2 every turn, 1, we get to draw 3, but also it guarantees that we can, cycle through for all of our Raging Bolts. We get 2 out of our graveyard that we then can use for Bellowing Thunder. It's super important. Then we're running Crispin, obviously just for more energy. We have 1 Iono in case we actually need it. I don't think we're going to, but it is an option. We run a Boss's Orders. Nest Ball to get our Ogerpons. Ultra Ball to get our Raging Bolts if we need them, things like that. Earthen Vessel, obviously, for the energy. Counter Catcher, just to switch opponent's active Pokemon out if we need it. Night Stretcher to get energy back. Energy Switch. Energy Retrieval for more energy. I mean, again, just more energy retrievals, a Prime Catcher. And then we're running Area Zero Underpass because, truthfully, we kind of want a pretty big bench. Because there's a lot of set piece Pokemon we need along with the other things. So we need to do a lot of things here. And then we're running a Jamming Tower in case we need it. We are running 12 energy in total, 6 grass, 3 fighting, 3 lightning. It works out pretty well. And we can get them back pretty regularly, so it's not super important. But that's the deck list. Obviously, Raging Bolt being the main attacking Pokemon in this deck list. We can attack with Ogerpon if we need to with Teal Mask, but it doesn't happen that often. But yeah, so with all that being said, let's get into some games, and hopefully I can show you how to win with the deck, because there's a chance that you're just going to see me lose a bunch depending on what happens. I think I won the coin flip. Yeah. Because it means we could technically on our turn 2 have a pretty big Raging Bolt to deal with whatever they present to us. This actually isn't bad. We're gonna Nest Ball for a Hoot Hoot. They mulliganed twice? Okay. They're playing Charizard, by the way. They're playing Charizard EX. So Ogerpon could be good into Charizard EX as well if I don't start with it. So this is gonna be a situation where I'm not gonna Nest Ball for Squawkabilly. We're gonna Nest Ball just for Hoot Hoot. We'll see what we draw here. Might give me more options, but there's also there's a few different options here. Actually, no, we're gonna Nest Ball for something different. I'm a liar. Okay. So we're... Oh, we got Fan Rotom. Alright, so now this is all completely different. So we're Nest Balling for Raging Bolt. We're Fan Rotoming for double Hoot Hoot Noctowl Owl. There's a Hoot Hoot and a Noctowl Owl in our prizes here. We play Hoot Hoot. We play Hoot Hoot. We Teal Dance. Ultra Ball. Discard this energy. Ditch this energy switch for second Ogerpon. And then here, we're just going to play the Shamming Tower in case something crazy happens. Do this. And then next turn, we have, like, everything, basically. Next turn's a huge turn. So opponent just kind of did a lot of wheel spinning. They didn't play an energy. They have a Mew that I want to take care of. They have 3 Charmanders out, and then they have a Clefairy. So we're gonna Noctowl. Yes, I want to use Jewel Seeker for Professor and an Earthen Vessel. And then let's go Professor first. Okay. So now I want to do this again. We're gonna get double grass energy. So yes, I want to use Jewel Seeker. And we're gonna go with... Did I get another one? I did. So we're gonna go with energy retrieval and my... Oh, it's not in here. Shoot. Okay. We'll do it this way. This kind of sucks, but it's okay. So, Earthen Vessel, this Fan Rotom away. Get double grass. Teal Dance. I guess maybe I'm supposed to Teal Dance first before I go looking with the second owl, but it is what it is. And then we need to retreat this to put this in. So the problem is I can't get to Mew now is the problem, which is where I want it to be, but it's fine. We're just gonna Battling Thunder, get rid of this. Maybe I'm supposed to take boss's orders. Actually, I probably am, but I had already used a supporter. Oh look, it's the Hoot Hoot. It's okay. They're probably gonna throw up Charmander here. I assume that they have the Charizard. They might not, though. We'll see. opponent again just did nothing. They got a Pidgeotty, but that's about it. So let's go Teal Dance on Teal Mask. Okay. Let's... Am I crisping this turn? Probably, right? I think it's better. It gives us this, or we can just double energy. We can just energy retrieval. I think it's this. We just crispin for this and this. Put this in my hand. This here. Teal Dance. To get another Earthen Vessel, but it doesn't even really matter. We'll throw this here. And then we'll just Bellowing Thunder. Get rid of one. Opponent doesn't really have much going on right now, but we have everything set up to just roll through whatever. We like a boss's orders. There's our Prime Catcher, which is what we're looking for. We might still be Prime Catchering to get rid of this Mew to get 2 prize cards. I haven't thought about it yet, though. All opponent did was Blazing Destruction, so I do think we're going to start with Prime Catcher. Pull this Mew up. Put our Ogerpon up. Then immediately retreat our Ogerpon. Put Raging Bolt up. Now we have 2 grass, so then we're gonna energy retrieval both of these back. Which gives us a Teal Dance. Another Teal Dance. And then we can just Professor for Raging Bolt. Draw 3. Night Stretcher. This back. Play it. And then Bellowing Thunder. And we're just gonna hit off the Raging Bolt. 2, 3. 210 to this Mew. Get it out of here. 2. We have... Okay, so that's our last energy. We can't catch a counter. We would like a... we don't even need a boss's orders here. If they drop the Charizard, we just get rid of it with Ogerpon. So it doesn't really matter. But I don't think they have anything. I think they're just going to spin their wheels again this turn, and we're just going to Raging Bolt. They just Blazing Destruction again. They don't have anything, so we're in a perfectly fine spot. We're just gonna go here, here, here. Just do this. Throw this on it. Draw 3. We finally hit this. It doesn't really matter at this point, but we can go here and here. That means we can throw this here just so we can basically set up another Raging Bolt. We have 1 Fighting Energy left. We don't have another Thunder Energy, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. I think we just send it, Bellowing Thunder. It really doesn't matter now, because we go here, we go here. We get rid of this, Charmander, and we have 2 setup Ogerpons if our Raging Bolt disappears. And we have 1 left. Like, even if we get Inode here, it doesn't matter. It kind of sucks. Now we wish we had played this Hoo-Hoo, but that's fine. Are they gonna this turn do it? Like, are they really trying to build the biggest Charizard? If they are, we still just Ogerpon. But I don't think it matters. They're gonna Terra Orb, so they can look for their Charmander now. Do they have Rare Candy? Or Charizard, sorry. Do they have Rare Candy? If they do, it doesn't matter because this Ogerpon takes care of it. But, we'll see. They do have the Rare Candy, okay. So they finally play their Charizard for Burning Darkness. So they're gonna get rid of our Raging Bolt, but it doesn't matter because we just play Ogerpon, destroy with Ogerpon. Like Raging Bolt goes off, Ogerpon becomes our active, and then Ogerpon does 3 for what's on it, plus like what? So plus that should probably have 3 on it as well. So okay, it has 4 on it, yeah. Like our Ogerpon deals 1,000,000. So they get 2 here. Yep. So they get their 2 out of getting rid of my Raging Bolt. There's no reason to do anything besides just 480 with Mystical Leaf Shower. And we win. And we win. So I was debating playing a second game, but I really think that first game showed everything that this deck does, to the point of which if I play a second game, you're just going to watch me do the same thing, right? You saw why we play the trainers that we do. You saw why we play the Pokemon that we do. Some of the items I screwed up. I still don't have the system down perfectly, but like you can see where all of that works together and why Raging Bolt is a fun and good deck at the same time. Now, at the same point, I would like to say that I pulled this Raging Bolt list before people had really gotten into Journey together and looking at new deck lists and things of that nature. And I have learned that this deck has kind of fallen off the meta since then, just because Dragapult is still very good, Gardevoir is there. There are other lists that can beat it. Now, what you saw me play against was the Charizard EX list, which isn't the best list in the world, and they kind of just spun their wheels, so we got to really show off what the deck does. But overall, the Raging Bolt list is really, really fun. I do really enjoy it a lot. And I think it was, you know, the perfect list for me to show you first, as not only I'm still learning Pokemon, but also it's what I've been using to climb the ladder so far, just because that's what I had started with this season. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did get this far, I appreciate you so, so much. Put in the comments deck lists you want to play if you don't want to join the Discord. If you want to see me play certain deck lists, you can also join the Discord. The link will be in the description. And we have an entire section to put up Pokemon deck lists, and I will pull from them as decks that we play. I don't even care if they're the strangest, most random decks out there. We will play them. But I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much. Please tell your friends and family as well. It's what helps us grow, things like that. And have a great day.